Happy Friday. I know you're excited to finish this week strong, and I want to let you know you already are in this moment. Again, congratulations for making self-improvement a way of life, for having this daily touch point right here in Daily Fire to introduce yourself to a new personal development topic, just to consider something new that opens up some self-awareness, gets you that touch of potential, inspires that growth and that motivation and that realization that you're stronger than you think and the future holds good things for you. While Fridays are always a big completion day, today's topic is about compassion. Compassion for yourself as you're finishing the week and as you're at this stage of your life. And specifically as well, compassion for other people who are struggling in your life. So I'd like to share 4 simple ideas related to compassion that might serve you today. I want to let you know, first and foremost, compassion begins with goals for yourself and others about them experiencing a great quality of life. Compassion means I want you to have a healthy, abundant, joyous, bright, happy, safe life. You know, when you have compassion for yourself or others, it begins with your intent. Well, my intent is for others. Gosh, I hope for others. I pray for others. I want them to have a great life. And when you realize that you want others to have a great life when they're struggling or things aren't going right, you can have compassion. You're like, oh, gosh, darn it, it's not going great for them. Or, oh, gosh, it's not the way I want it to be yet. And the compassion for others begins with the goal for wanting them to have a good life. And so I just remind you to keep that in the forefront of your mind for yourself. Tell your mind, tell your brain, tell your soul, tell your spirit that you deserve a good life. And then when it's hard, it's okay that it's hard. And you know what? Darn it. It's okay that you feel bad, that it's not where you want it to be. It's okay that others feel bad, that it's not where they want it to be, and that they get discouraged. It's okay that you get discouraged. It's okay that you're not motivated 24/7 in all this uncertainty. Like, as soon as you realize that you want others to be happy, to have abundant lives, to be healthy, to have great relationships, good jobs, a sense of mission, a happy, holistic, well-being. When you want that for others and they're not experiencing that, that's where your compassion is born. That's where empathy is born. That's where the will to be an understanding human begins, wanting good for others. And I just want to remind you on this Friday, it's okay that you want good for yourself. So many times in this community, I have to remind you, striver, that it is okay that you want more for your life, even if it's good now. A lot of strivers and achievers, they always feel guilty for wanting more in their life because they have so many people around them going, but you already have so much. You already are so much. You've already achieved so much. Why can't you just be happy? And the answer is, well, I am. I just want to keep growing into my full potential. I'm not done yet. I'm still getting warmed up. I'm still building. I'm still learning. I'm still growing, babe. It's okay that you want more. And as soon as you realize, oh, okay, it's okay for me to want more, and it's okay for other people to want more. And then when they get stuck, I can feel compassion because I want a good intention for them. Compassion begins with goals for yourself and others to have a good life. Second thing, compassion requires outreach. What do you mean by that? Well, a lot of people talk a big game on compassion. I have compassion for other human souls. And they'll never call a friend when they know a friend is going through difficult times, even though they see it on social media or they hear it from their friends. A lot of people say they have compassion for others, but just when the others need a compassionate ear or some validation, they judge them. They tell them they're wrong. They tell them their feelings are stupid. They question the person, and they leave the person feeling worse, leave the person feeling disempowered versus inspired, heard, safe. Compassion means you reach out. It requires you reaching out to another proactively. Like, people around you shouldn't have to beg you for your time, attention, loving energy. It should be there in spades for them. I really believe that. Too many people wait to be begged for attention by others, and eventually others go find the attention elsewhere. Because compassion requires proactive outreach. And guess what? It requires it for you too. Self-compassion isn't just about you saying, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. Self-compassion is also going, you know what? I'm struggling here. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to ask others for assistance. I'm going to let others know where I really am at and how I'm really feeling, what I really need. Self-compassion requires a vulnerability in a social realm, right? Real compassion for yourself means you're willing to raise your hand and say, hey guys, I need some help. It's okay that I'm struggling, so I'm also okay with asking for some help. Third big idea is that compassion is really a sense of presence and an act of listening. So you demonstrate compassion with other people, and often it's just about your presence. You know, it's like that quote I always put around Christmas time is, your loved ones really want your presence, not your presents. Meaning they don't want gifts from you as much as you being there for them. Your full presence with them, your attention, your energy in the moment, in that moment with them. Not thinking about the bills, not thinking about 10 years ago, not thinking about 5 days ahead, not thinking about, next quarter, but no, here. Be here with them now. Be here with them now and listen to them now. Not trying to solve their compassion isn't about solving everyone's problems. It's about being there with them. Being there with them. Well, guess what? Compassion with yourself is the same. To give yourself a moment of presence. I know people who they're the most compassionate people in the world for others, but then they burn themselves out. Oh, hello, striver. I'm talking to you. That you will burn yourself to the ground caring for everyone else, but your self-care routine sucks. There's no discipline to your self routine. There's no real compassion for yourself because you keep burning yourself night out after night, day after day, spinning yourself up with uppers and caffeine and spin yourself down with alcohol and whatever else. We get in these cycles where we are nice people and we're giving people and we're people pleasers and we're generous hearts and beings and souls, and yet we won't be that generous with ourselves, with our own habits to care for ourselves. Compassion means being present and listening to yourself, giving yourself a moment of mindfulness, a moment of rest, listening to your body when it's tired, babe. Last idea. Compassion, it's all about the follow-up. Right? There's a moment where you can say a nice thing to a friend. If you want to really show compassion, call them again tomorrow. You know what? That day that you're really struggling and you're hard on yourself and you finally take a breather and you meditate and you let it go and you're like, oh, okay. You forgive yourself that day. You know what? Forgive yourself again tomorrow. You know you want to get healthier? Okay, good. You hit the gym. You listen to your body. Guess what? Get there again next day, next week. Compassion, listening to ourselves, being there for other people. It requires follow-up. So much of every single thing you've ever heard in personal development comes down to consistency, my friend. It's that consistent action, that consistent spirit, that consistent way of being that establishes the real sense and feeling for yourself and others. If you want to live a compassionate life toward others, it's about, okay, not just one outreach, it's about that consistent follow-up. Hey, how you doing? I talked to you last Friday. You still doing okay? It's about when you write something down in the journal that's troubling you and you haven't figured it out, you go back to your journal again the next day, the next week, you revisit that. You give yourselves time and space to let that struggle be okay, to honor the process of improvement, to honor that you are trying. Yeah, compassion. It's about follow-up, day after day, consistency after consistency, because you all know, just like we all do right here, this is what we do together in Growth Day, guys. It's why you listen to this Daily Fire, because that consistent messaging of personal development in your ears rewires your brain, makes you more self-aware, more intentional, and over time, more successful, helps you create lasting relationships. It helps you grow. And it's a beautiful thing that compassion, self-compassion, that it grows with practice, with the follow-up, with the consistency. It just reminds you every day, it's a great day to grow. All right, if you love this Daily Fire today, quick reminder, comment on it down below. What did you learn? What do you think? What do you have to share? This is about social learning in Growth Day. We learn from each other. We have that humility to learn from each other, but we also have that service leadership mindset where we want to share our life lessons with one another. So what have you learned about this topic? Put it in the comments down below and then get your growth streak.